Hi there, Dave Curran from Diamond Dave's. Today we're going to do a workout on the abdominal region. The abdominal region is made up of a number of different muscle groups that help support the core of your body. It's very important in any sport to have a good core, and especially if you're into boxing, you need a good core. And what you don't want is a weak link. You could have powerful legs, a very powerful upper body, but if you've got a weak core, it's like a weak link in the power chain. So I'll get a young fighter in and we'll have a look at his abs. Okay, so the deepest muscle group of the abdominals is called the transversus abdominis. It's a very deep muscle in the abdominal region, and it goes all the way across here. So it's a very strong muscle, it's a very thick muscle, and it helps in keeping you erect, standing upright. It also helps in breathing out. So you've got the diaphragm here. So that pulls tight, sucks air in, and the transversus abdominis, it squeezes the air back out. It also keeps all the contents of your organs of your body in, and it helps in going to the toilet, and when you vomit, that's the muscle that's actually expelling the contents of your stomach out of your mouth. Okay, so coming back out, you have the obliques. You have internal and external obliques. They're basically muscle groups that run down here, and what they do, they actually rotate the spine, and they do the flexion, the lateral flexion. So you have them on both sides, inferior and inner and outer. Okay, so the next muscle group, and the most popular one that gets all the glory, and it's probably the least hardest working, is the rectus abdominis. It's or the six-pack. People that are really fit actually can have an 8-pack down here further, and that's a very important muscle for flexing the spine and bringing the legs up. That muscle, it shortens the distance between there and there, so flex the muscle, and you can see how it's working. So actually building each of these muscle groups, you got to know what they do, the anatomy and physiology of it, so that you can pick exercises that target those particular muscle groups. Okay, another thing, if you are a boxer, it's very important to know about the anatomy, and if you can cop a shot, fighters can normally cop a good shot. Certain regions that doesn't really help is the liver, just here. Cop a shot in the liver, it's good shot will hurt. I've never seen a fighter yet that can cop a good shot there, so that's important to protect. And you can't train your chin either, so you can train all these muscles. You can't train that, you're either born with one, and you can't. So it's really important that you protect those muscle groups. Okay, so other important muscle groups are the intercostal muscles. They're between the ribs, and they help with breathing. They're the breathing muscles. And fighters also have a muscle here called the serratus anterior. They call it the boxer's muscle, and that helps with throwing a punch. So they're all muscles at the front of the body that make up the core. We'll have a workout another day with the muscle groups in the back of the body, because you've got to be important that you don't train too hard at the front. You get a muscle imbalance. A lot of people with bad lower back pain normally doing hundreds and hundreds of sit-ups, and they haven't trained the muscles at the back of the vertebrae. So we'll do that in another workout. Okay, so the first exercise I'll do, thanks for that. Okay, you get a weight, just hold it above your head and just go for a walk. Okay, so you don't want to follow me all around the countryside going for a walk, so we'll just imagine you go walk as far as you can. When you can't hold it above your head anymore, actually drop the weight and have it in one arm. And you can see one side of the obliques is working and the other side is trying to counterbalance. So when you can't do that anymore, swap them over and do it the other side. And just keep walking. If you can walk on uneven ground, that's even better. The stronger you are, you can carry a heavier weight. Okay, so the next exercise we'll go on to. This is really good for the upper six-pack and the intercostals. So you get a nice stretch, and you come up. So you can do as many of them as you like until you're fatigued, depending what sport you play, depending what sort of muscles you want. Okay, so there's another good exercise. Okay, this time we'll go for the obliques. Okay, so get any sort of weight, just bend down pick it up and you can see this muscle here working. So you're picking it up, putting it down, and then the other side. Try and keep your back as straight as possible so that you don't get a lower back injury. Okay, so that's a good one for the obliques. Another good one for the obliques is if you've got a bar. Okay, so this is a pretty popular one. You see this on the Google a fair bit. So you're actually twisting. The stronger you are, just put on more weight. You can use one arm if you like, or two. So this will give you the muscles that rotate the spine. Give them a good workout. Okay, so another good muscle, another good exercise is for the obliques. So if you've got a friend and they're pegging a ball at you, okay, if they're standing up, you've got to peg it up as well. So you've got to catch the ball and peg it. So the harder he pegs it, the harder you've got to work. Okay, so you get the idea. Got to swap over, of course, to the other side. Another good one is for fighters. You've got to learn to time the punch in the stomach. Do a sit-up. Oh, sorry, a push-up. Okay, so you. So you're actually dropping on the ball. So you've got to time the flexion of your stomach muscles with the whack. Okay, so we'll do a. We'll move on to the next exercise. Good one for boxers. Okay. This is very good for the upper rectus abdominis, or the upper six-pack. Okay, so depending on the fitness and the strength of the athlete, just go a heavier ball, do more repetitions. So the next exercise we'll do, we'll just slip in here. Okay, so you don't need all this fancy equipment, but it comes in handy. You can go down the playground and get on the swings just as easily. Okay, so while you're still fresh, you can just, this targets the lower six-pack region. Then if you want to go to the obliques, just twist. If you want to make it harder, you can actually add a bit more of a core muscle workout. That just adds a bit more difficulty to it, makes it a bit better for your training. Okay, so normally when you're doing this, your grip will go before your abs. So these things come in handy. And these are very good for your lower abdominal region. So if you breathe out, okay, obliques. Even from here you can actually target the lower abs. Then you get really, you can make it a really plyometric type workout. So you're bringing the head down and the knees up. Okay, there's another good exercise. If you get the equipment, get the gym and you've got some equipment. Here's my little fighter again. Fighters have to have very good abs. If you've got weak abs and you're a fighter, because you generate a lot of power from your legs when you throw a punch, and you've got a lot of power up here. If you weaken the core, that's a weak link, and you're not going to achieve the power that you should be. Okay, so they can come up and throw punches. you want to make it harder, just give them a weight, and they shoot it up in the air on the way. And if they're a fighter, they have to be able to take a punch as well. So what you do, you stop them halfway down, yep, and you give them depending on the fighter, okay. This is my little whacking stick. Fighters that don't keep their hand up, normally get a whack in the chin with this, okay. So give them a few more. You can actually hit them while they're working. Okay, thank you. So there's a heap of other exercises out there on the market. Get on the Google. Everyone's got their own particular, depending what sport you do, well, you'll target the different muscle groups. But it's always important to have them in balance. So you don't flog. You wouldn't flog the obliques all day and leave the six pack. A lot of people actually flog their six pack because they love to show off their six pack. But the trouble is, if you do that too much, you'll get bad lower back pain. And if you know anyone like that has got low back pain, that could be one of the reasons for it. Okay, well that's Diamond Dave's ab workout for today. Until next time, keep your hands up and come out swinging, baby. And if you put in the work, the hard work, I've spent years and years of a strict adherence to diet and hardcore ab workouts, and I've been rewarded for all my work. In fact, I've got a very, very good six-pack, which I will share with you today. So, until next time, thanks for watching, and have one on me. Goodbye.